Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cologne, Germany. This is game day 5 of the FIBA EuroBasket, and it's Group B. We're watching Lithuania against Bosnia and Herzegovina. Well, you don't need to know it, but this is the game of the day. Everybody knows that. This is the one that is going to determine who advances from this group phase into the knockout round and goes to Berlin. We look at the schedule for today. Following this contest, France will take on Slovenia in another important game in terms of positioning in the group, and then Hungary will wrap things up against Germany in the last game of the day. So coming into this one, Bosnia and Herzegovina in 4th place, Lithuania in 5th place, and only the top 4 teams advance. So the Lithuanian fans got a favor yesterday from France when they beat this Bosnia and Herzegovina team. And, well, basically it comes down to this game. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Mike Taylor. And, you know what? It's not that we were pulling for France to win that game against Bosnia and Herzegovina, but we're also kind of happy to have this game today.
This is a fantastic matchup. You have a survive and advance winner-take-all game to move on to Berlin. 2 teams coming in from different stories. Bosnia has been a great story. They've overachieved. They've been a surprise team, playing extremely well. And Lithuania coming in, struggling in the elimination zone, fighting their way out, now with new life. And we've got a fantastic showdown here in Cologne.
Aziz Bakir, the coach, and his team, they have been competitive every game out and really have set this tournament alight, whether they've won games or lost games. And for Lithuania, probably the best supported national team in international basketball, once again just bringing so many fans, thousands of fans. You walk around Cologne, you see them everywhere, and of course you see them in this arena. So in a way, you're happy for them that they come into this last game day with a chance to advance. It's a great national team with a great tradition, expectations always high, and not really a national team that makes excuses.
No, they're going to show up and be ready to play. Thankful for new life here, new opportunity. The fans are going to be tremendously supportive behind the team. Again, the high expectations of Lithuania all the time. Tremendous basketball tradition, tremendous basketball country.
So the fans are here from Bosnia and Herzegovina, and the fans are here from Lithuania. And all of them right now are going to have a pause, including us, for the national anthems.
Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Well, that makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up listening to those two national anthems and their supporters bellow out the tunes, and obviously the players as well. So the players will meet at midcourt. They are going to engage in what we expect to be a pretty intense battle, and they have been doing so for this entire tournament. Referees for this game lining up, and Martin Kozlovskis from Latvia, the crew chief, Lorenzo Baldini from Italy on the left, and Martin Harzov from Bulgaria on the right. All of these guys have done premier tournaments before and have the challenging game here. I think this will be a tough game at time, and what a sight that is for those fans there. Yusuf Nurkic, John Roberson, Aiden Adic, Miralem Halilovic, and Janin Musin, the starting five. Gegic, Kamenyas, Kampara, Penava, Lazic, Emir Sulemanovic, and Adin Brabac coming off the bench. And for Bosnia and Herzegovina, no doubt about it, Yusuf Nurkic is a guy they want to get involved.
He's a focal point. Again, the front line has been so impressive for Bosnia and Herzegovina, playing through the post with Nurkic, establishing the 5 and the 4 men on the block, also offensive rebounding. Again, Nurkic will be a key matching up, especially against Valanciunas.
And Aziz Bakir, the head coach of Bosnia and Herzegovina, having replaced, succeeded, I guess, veteran Bosnic, who stepped aside after leading the team into the FIBA EuroBasket. Domas Sabonis, Rokas Jokovitis, Jonas Valanciunas, Maras Grigonis, and Arnas Bukavicius in the starting five, with Bukauskas, Brazdekas, Ehudis, and Žemaidis, Kuzminskas, Lekavicius, and Bukavicius is starting. Hear about Sabonis.
Domas Sabonis, outstanding game yesterday. Everybody has the focal point on Jonas Valanciunas, but this is a guy that can really step up and elevate his game. Again, fantastic front court. That front court duel between both teams will be at center stage in this critical game.
So the aim is simple: win, and you're in. Win, and you're in the round of 16.
Playing for your EuroBasket dreams, playing for the pride of your country. This is what EuroBasket's all about. Two great teams that have played, obviously, great tradition from Lithuania, and the way Bosnia and Herzegovina have played this tournament. Two teams, two countries' dreams on the line right now.
I like the fact also that it's not depending on goal differential. It's just a straight out win.
Head to head. Survive and advance, win and move on.
Well, Lithuania on FIBA ranking, no doubt the favorites. But Bosnia and Herzegovina perhaps one of the hotter teams, and not somebody that you want to run into at this time of the tournament. But the reality is there are no teams in this group that you want to meet. It's been a group of death, and one of these two great teams is not going to advance.
All of the fans in the arena, bring the noise! Yusuf Nurkic, Jonas Valanciunas, let's go!
Well, good afternoon and welcome here to this wonderful atmosphere in Cologne, Germany, yet again. An all or nothing, do or die battle between Lithuania and Bosnia and Herzegovina. And I don't think, would you consider that a possession that was just watched? Well, here we go. Bosnia come up with a steal away from Lithuania. Robertson, a player that will take some shots if you give them to him, and he misses his first attempt. We've seen him make many. Jokovitis, the offensive-minded Jokovitis, drives in. There is Valanciunas going up and getting fouled. think it was Halilovic.
So both teams targeting the 5-man pick and roll coverage early. Roberson has that potential to get those open 3-point pull-ups with Valanciunas in the drop, and then now Jokubaitis attacks the basket, draws Nurkic, and then that leaves Roberson to deal with blocking out Valanciunas. Valanciunas grabs that offensive board, draws the foul.
Valanciunas was just incredible against Germany in a losing effort. Finished with a double-double in points and rebounds. Played one of his best games ever for Lithuania in that defeat. Has been a real captain. Great choice for a captain. So a slight pause here at the commissioner's table.
Martin Ford working with the officials to make sure everything is correct.
A-okay. Not sure if it's a timing issue. So they're going to call timeout here. There's an issue at the commissioner's table. It appears a technical glitch, but as we all know, those are important. So we got to get it sorted out.
The FIBA EuroBasket dance team.
Okay, so the cheerleaders, it appears they're not going to be able to go. They're going to have to get off the court. So they've already started their routine, so I think they're going to allow the cheerleaders to go ahead and have their performance. Okay, now they're going to get off and they're going to start things off. So a little bit of a sputtering start to the game here, just to add a little bit to the anxiety.
Both teams trying to get a feel for the game early. Again, what we see, both coaches trying to create opportunities and advantages with 5-man pick and rolls. Both 5s, usually in the drop coverage. Here it is again. Second pick and pop action with a 4, pocket pass.
Oh, nice handoff to Nurkic. NBA center on NBA center.
Pick and roll coverage will be an important factor in both teams getting stops here today.
Sabonis going at Halilovic. Turns, puts it up and in.
What a great start for Sabonis with authority. Strong post move right to the rim, easy 2.
Donna Musa was quiet against France. They held him in check. Here he is putting up a 3, making it despite the presence of Valanciunas.
You've got to give Valanciunas credit there. He contested as well as he could. Big shot for Musa.
Sabonis pulling his way down low and scoring.
And
very good start.
Notice, Jeff, the full extension with the left hand there from Sabonis. Outstanding post skill work.
Musa has been outstanding in most of these games. Here he is missing with his drive. Valanciunas showing the ball handling skills, but then throws it away, trying to get it to Jokubaitis.
You love the fact he grabbed the rebound and had the dribble bust out to get up the court, as we see Sabonis strong power move and extension with the left hand. Here it is again, the first score. Great start for Sabonis on the low post.
Nurkic pulling his way down low, scoring over Valanciunas.
Excellent patience and touch from Nurkic there. That's a wonderful matchup for basketball fans. Nurkic and Valanciunas at the 5 spot. Throwback, old school basketball in the post.
Jokubaitis gets it to Valanciunas. Boy, he was such a workhorse against Germany, Valanciunas. I'm surprised he's still not resting. Here's Jokubaitis. Go, he gets blocked from Aiden Adic, but Gorgonis hustled down and got the rebound. Put it up and in.
Little plays like that can go a long way in this game.
Adic, over shoulder pass back to Nurkic. Misses everything, but it falls to Halilovic, and he is fouled as he goes up for the shot. Sometimes the bad misses are the better misses for the offense.
It's just unexpected rebounds, unexpected opportunities as we see the steal here. Grigonis knocks it away. Jakubaitis, great block from Adic. And then the follow, the hustle play, extra effort from Grigonis.
Adic gets it to Halilovic. Boy, Adic having a real battle with Grigonis. And now the ball almost turned over. Adic is going to have to launch. Shot clock was winding down. Grigonis on the break. Look out. Not a player you can afford to leave open. Musa, tough drive. That's where he's at his best.
Butkevičius, the defensive stopper for Lithuania, got rejected in the pick and roll. Challenging defensive matchup with Musa.
Valanciunas. And collision and the foul called on Nurkic.
Foul Bosnia and Herzegovina, number 0, Yusuf Nurkic, first foul.
Shot fake, steps in to draw the contact, and then you can see the hand on the arm. It looks, here was a great finish from Musa. He's been so impressive getting to the rim. Outstanding.
This is where he has spent most of his time in the last couple of days at the free throw line. Valanciunas fouled. Look at that. Tournament averages 19.8 points, and here he is sinking and already off to a good start today. 5 points for Valanciunas. Did miss the first free throw there. Musa shaking and baking, twisting and turning and getting it in and laying it up. And on the drive, he is absolutely fantastic. Grigonis, another open three, and Adic a little bit lost on defense.
Yeah, too much separation for a shooter like that. You've got to stay connected with him, beat the screens, be there on the catch. Tried to take the shortcut, make a steal. Grigonis made him pay.
Well, Musa's already made 1 3 over Valanciunas. He's not going to attempt it this time. He's going to get it to Nurkic. Look at the shooter's bounce.
That ball hit every part of the rim. That was a Brad shot, back rim and down.
Valanciunas has hit a 3-pointer in the tournament. Jakubaitis looking good for Lithuania. The 3.
Both teams drawing switches, attacking mismatches, and getting shots. 5-man pick and roll again, opens Roberson.
3-pointer is good for Roberson.
Lithuania cannot lose concentration in those 1-5 pick and rolls with Roberson. They've got to be up to touch and be able to contest.
Butkevičius. And the reach and the foul, and you know, Butkevičius has made a lot of 3-pointers in his career, but I don't think he's made as many as Grigonis. and probably Jokubaitis.
Well, he's clearly on the floor right now as their defensive wing stopper. He's got the assignment to stop Musa, but they need him to give them something on the offensive end. And this EuroBasket has been a tough one for Butkavicius.
Yeah, Butkavicius he will nevertheless come up and make a big play. He had the shot to win it, didn't he, against Germany at the end?
Yes. Good look.
And missed it. Robertson fouled by Jokubaitis. And the backcourt is where Lithuania has been vulnerable. So how is this element developing?
Well, Jokubaitis is doing a great job with ball pressure. He's got to contain and direct the ball with Robertson. But the big challenge that I see are those pick and roll pull-up jump shots, because he can get those shots off of the 5-man Valanciunas coverage or 4-man Sabonis coverage. The easy answer is a hard show, but I don't think that's a part of Lithuania's game plan at this point.
Labac has checked into the game. Grigonis, his third three-pointer.
Again, stepping up when your team needs you. Grigonis burying those threes.
This is Grigonis, who just committed the foul. Again, just showing that if you're going to leave anybody open, it better not be that guy. He's going to stay in the game. Echladis and Lekavicius comes in. Valanciunas goes out of the game. Take a seat.
Jeff, let's see if they have a hard show with Echladis, number 14, in this 5-man pick-and-roll coverage.
Oh, great defense from Lekavicius. Musa, wow, just twisting and turning and getting the ball off the glass and in.
Resourceful, clever, great feeling for the game.
So Grigonis already with 11 points. Musa already with 9.
And Jeff, we see size for position here.
Grigonis again, count it! He is as hot as a Lithuanian firecracker. Halilovic tries to answer, and Gegic sneaks in there, takes it away from Echladis. Musa fouled by Lekavicius. Turning the ball over is going to get Echladis back on the bench, falling asleep. Can't fall asleep on these guys, but how about Grigonis? 4 3-pointers.
And just like we say at one end, the 5-man is too low, and then again they attack Nurkic in the same manner, and Grigonis can get those open pull-up jump shots. So the 5-man pick-and-roll coverage, whether it's Nurkic or Valanciunas, for both teams, whoever does the better job impacting the ball, contesting the ball at the point of attack, can make a big impact in this game here today.
Brazdeikis has just come in, so he's clearly going to take Musa. But a tough matchup could be Gegic, actually. I wonder if he might post up Lekavicius.
I mean, again, the size for position. Look at the size of the Bosnian players on the floor right now. And this has been an issue for Lithuania, the small backcourt. Skillful, smart players. Again, giving up a little size for position.
Musa with 11 points. And while Musa and takes a seat, Grigonis stays on the court because he is so hot. Here's Lekavicius.
Wide open at the top, Spain pick and roll action, Grigonis again.
This time Gegic was not going to allow him to shoot that 3. Brazdeikis steps behind the arc. And saving it in bounds. Good job. Oh, what a play by Aiden Adic through the legs of Echladis.
50-50 loose ball, hustle play right there.
Gegic drives and scores.
That's just a tough challenge for Lekavicius.
Here's Lekavicius trying to get the basketball, and Gegic denying him, but then a foul called on Gegic. Look at the hustle. Adic as you said, willing to get on the court. And actually, he scored over Ehudis Gegic. So
Impressive.
that just illustrates
Yes.
how much size he does have.
Impressive.
Dragonis took a shot to the face there, it looked like. Steps back, high arcing shot. And just pushed him out a little bit farther than he wanted to be. Nurkic puts it down, and he becomes smaller when he does that, obviously. Dragonis able to reach in, knock it away, so Maras Dragonis is going to sit down here at the final minute.
And Jeff
Dragonis
Dragonis not only hitting threes, impacting the game, but active hands, deflecting the ball, creating a steal, digging down on the low post, helping Valanciunas, knocking the ball out of bounds, playing both ends, Marius Dragonis.
Think we're going to have any offense today? It's already 26-22. Still have time in this first quarter. Nurkic from deep. And Brabac has just become so important to this Bosnia and Herzegovina team. And now Adic is up and Adic yet again. Back to a 1-point game. Kuzminskas in the game. He knows what he has to do. He is fouled on the drive. He has to assume the scoring load when Dragonis goes out.
Well, he's really been great for this team, hitting shots from the perimeter, scoring in the post. This time, they close him out. He attacks off the dribble, draws the foul.
So Bosnia and Herzegovina have already taken a Dragonis shot to the stomach, and yet they only trail by 1. Now Jamaitis is going to come into the game for Lekavicius. And Ethledis is coming back into the game for Valanciunas just to give him a breather at the end of the quarter. Has to be a little worrying for Lithuania that Bosnia and Herzegovina have come back.
They're not going anywhere, Jeff. Again, Musa has really impacted this game. The size for position, the opportunity to impact the game on the rebounding, the offensive boards. They can play through the post.
Kuzminskas makes the first.
I think it's a wonderful thing. So many players for both teams have really shown up here to start this game.
Petros Ventura offering some instructions. We're talking about how this game is unfolding with Sabonis.
Outstanding, experienced assistant coach.
Well, he coached Lithuania.
Yes,
to
yes.
Third place at the World Cup in 2010.
Did such a great job with the team. Has so many varied, vast experiences in Europe. Excellent coach, part of the great Lithuanian coaching staff.
Used to coach with David Blatt for a while.
Dara Safaka.
And also before that, Benedict Treviso. Here is Aiden Adic. Just hit a 3, final seconds, ticking off the clock. He likes his matchup. No, he's going to give it back to Nurkic. Able to get a little bit of space, and it's good. And Jamaitis, it looked like he kind of left him just for a second, and he got punished.
Great finish for Bosnia and Herzegovina.
And look what we have here. We haven't made any progress at all. At the end of the first quarter, Lithuania 28, Bosnia and Herzegovina 28.
Again, both teams shooting well, 64-61% from the field. 5 for 8 for 3, led by Dragonis, the three-point shooting for Lithuania, but also 4 for 9. Again, rebounding, 7 to 5 for Lithuania. Really great first quarter action.
So 14 points for Maras Dragonis. Valanciunas has been active as well. He's got 5 points and 4 rebounds. Dragonis with the 14. He's had 4 threes. Roberson always a threat, nailing that three-pointer. The experience of Grigonis really shows. He's played a lot of big games for his clubs and Lithuania over the years. This was the last shot. I don't know who was at fault, if anybody. Was it Giedraitis or Žemaitis on that shot?
Well, late clock situation.
Scanning the barcode to get courtside 1891. So you can follow all these national team competitions like this FIBA EuroBasket, get the video streams, schedule scores, and so much more. Kamenyas has come into the game. Here he is, and he's not waiting around. He goes right at Kuzminskas.
Very patient, skillful, right-hand jump hook in the paint, created space, finished his play.
Bosnia and Herzegovina have taken the lead. Bradzaitis gets swatted by Adic. Second block for Adic. What a journey he's had at this FIBA EuroBasket. You look at Aiden Adic. Now they get it to Valanciunas, and he has to settle for free throws.
Nice play by Bradzaitis, kept the ball high, drew the two defenders, dropped it over the top to Valanciunas, and Valanciunas again so strong and physical on that roll to the basket.
Lithuania, of course, 3 decades of excellence, dating back to the 1992 Olympics. That famous team with Arvydas Sabonis, Domas's father, obviously the legend, Arūnas Marciulionis, whose son Augustus no doubt will be in this Lithuania team sooner rather than later, you would imagine.
One of my favorite Lithuanian players, Artūras Karnišovas, now GM of the Chicago Bulls.
Yep, one of the great men, great representatives. Artūras Karnišovas, great shooter, great all-round player, and Valanciunas makes both. Those guys set the bar so high for Lithuania's players today. It's a really tough act to follow. Of course, Lithuania did win the FIBA EuroBasket in 2003. It's hard to believe that was back in Sweden when Šarūnas Jasikevičius was the MVP. Here is the little jump shot, and here's the rebound from Kuzminskas. Valanciunas going to try to go to work again, this time on Kamenyas. Puts it up and doesn't drop, rattles out. Roberson. Looked like it was going to bounce through the hoop.
That was a tough matchup. Again, you've got a direct Roberson. Lukavicius struggled to direct him into the screen. Another open shot for Roberson.
How about Valanciunas? That's a difficult matchup for Halilovic.
Right, they switched. They had to kick him out, exchange defenders. The play before, they did a great job putting a second defender at the rim. That time, there was none.
Halilovic, though, turns and scores. He was, after the game the other night, that crucial game over Slovenia, he went up into the crowd with the fans, celebrating the win.
Wonderful moment for
Captain
Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Bradzaitis, Iggy Bradzaitis.
He can be a key in today's game with his size and physicality, driving to the basket and defending.
Robertson back outside. Aiden gets swapped, gets it back, and wisely passes it out to Kamenyas. Now he comes back to get it. He's going to have to launch it again. He doesn't have much time. It's going to be a difficult shot, and misses everything. He was under pressure by Mindaugas Kuzminskas.
Here we see Valanciunas that time sealing from position. Nice pass from Giedraitis. That time he had an open lane. Bosnia's been doing a very good job packing the paint, putting their low man right at the rim. Rabats a couple possessions earlier. It's a team job to stop Valanciunas at the rim.
So Lekavičius is going to have to drive. He doesn't have much time. He launches it, and not a good possession, but they're going to keep the basketball. 14 will be on the shot clock.
You can see Coach Maxovidis really wanted more execution, more efficiency, getting after Lekavičius there.
Sabonis comes back in for Kuzminskas. Iggy in the paint. He could be more of a factor for this team.
Yeah, he had the matchup size on Roberson and knew that once he got into his position, had him on his back, easy opportunity in the lane.
There's Roberson coming to the other end. Oh, boy, what a soft touch. Hits the rim and falls in. Quick pass, Giedraitis.
Beautiful play and finish.
Valanciunas' second assist. 5 rebounds to go with his 9 points. Aiden Adic has it knocked away, gets it back, and then he just kind of drifts in. Aiden up and at him, up and Adic again.
Giedraitis went for the steal, poked it loose, but then got himself out of position. Really nice finish from Adic.
Good penetration, and Sabonis doesn't make the catch.
It's a good idea, just got to deliver. Again, here's the backdoor cut. Valanciunas, outstanding pass. Giedraitis cut and finish for 2.
I think Giedraitis just got a tongue lashing, being taken out of the game and replaced by Grigonis.
Obviously,
defense.
for going for that steal, taking himself out of position, need more defensive discipline. He'll bounce back.
Jokubaitis back in the game now as well. Quick pass, Brabats, wisely to Kamenjas, but then he doesn't have to take that shot.
No, again, we saw last night Goran Dragic have so much poise and patience and create good shots for himself in traffic. Same situation here. You need to create a better shot for yourself in that circumstance. Don't shoot a wild leaner.
Powers his way down, and there's Valanciunas.
Really good teamwork there.
I guess no box out from Nurkic on Valanciunas.
But it's so hard with his size, and he just cleans everything up once he gets positioned.
Rabats loses it, and Valanciunas takes it away in the end. Jokubaitis steps back. Oh boy, looking good on the baseline today, Mr. Jokubaitis.
Really good possession, ball movement, flow, teamwork, and then they get the mismatch. Jokubaitis again created a great shot, used the floor space for the step back against Nurkic, shot the ball with confidence.
A ti ga gura više na Jukinu stranu. But we said on the locker room, this is possession. They send number 4 on him, and number 5 sits the inside.
Again, we know the battle at the post here. Valanciunas finishing with a post up and then cleaning up the miss from Sabonis. That's an outstanding front court, a strength of the team, giving the team offensive identity.
Well, Valanciunas is leaving an imprint on this game, not surprisingly, and that is where he is in terms of scoring and what he's been able to do today. But he's also got 7 rebounds and 2 assists.
Jeff, greatness is being the best when it matters the most. For Lithuania, it matters the most today, your performance. Again, we saw legendary performance in the Germany matchup. This is a really important matchup for both of these countries, and we see several guys making that impact.
Adin Vrabac goes back out of the game, and Amar Gegic returns to the court. Also, Emir Sulemanovic, who didn't get off the bench yesterday for Bosnia and Herzegovina against France. He has come back. He's entered the court, number 22. Musa loses it as he goes up. Sabonis battling away with Sulemanovic. Maybe offers a little bit more physicality. And he knocks it away, but is called for the foul.
You have to love the strength and strong, defined moves Sabonis makes. Faced him up for a second, backed him down, went to the middle, draws the foul.
This is probably the game for Sabonis in which he has, well, he's played his best game. I mean, he looks like very clear about how he wants to attack. I don't know, maybe there's more space. Maybe it's just the way Bosnia and Herzegovina are playing, but it certainly looks to me like he has a more defined role in this offense.
I think he gained a lot of confidence in the last win for Lithuania. They took care of their business, and he got his rhythm going against Hungary. And again, great players rise to that moment. And being your best when it matters the most is important to Valanciunas, Sabonis, the Lithuanian team. And we see these guys asserting themselves here in the early going.
So a little bit of trouble here for Bosnia and Herzegovina, trailing by 8. Definitely, you would think it would be Can and Musa time. Bukavicius on him. And Bukavicius called for the foul, and Musa slow to get up. And appears to have hurt his face. Oh.
So
yeah, you can understand why he's hurt himself there.
Yeah, Bukavicius was in an attempt to direct the ball into the screen. He got in position and tried to force him to use the screen. Musa tried to pivot back away and reject the screen, see what potential was there to attack. And there was the collision, shoulder to, let's say, forehead.
But you can't blame Bukavicius for that position, really.
No, he's trying to direct the ball. He's trying to play good defense. Unfortunately, there was just a contact.
Nurkic almost lost it, gets it over to Musa. He certainly did not impact his ability to shoot the basketball.
His eye's okay, Jeff.
Again, same situation, Sulemanovic. This time he passes, gets it back, Sabonis. And second time in a row, he's fouled by Sulemanovic. Anytime you come down the basketball like that, you're in danger of getting the foul.
Without a doubt, but if you watch the way Sabonis worked on the post-up, Sulemanovic gave him space. He faced him up, kicked it out to Valanciunas, and then reposted and got much deeper position Now, the one thing we see, Sabonis always trying to finish to that left hand. Again, a quick drop step, reverse pivot. He had an easy finish to his right. He draws the foul here. But that's, again, scouting reporting game plan. Bosnia, Herzegovina defenders know he's trying to get to that right shoulder left hand in the low post.
So Suleiman just has to go back out of the game as Sabonis is in. Lilovic returns to the court. Well, we highlighted Sabonis before the game. Now, the way he's played, you understand why. Although he misses that free throw. Nevertheless, another chance. Lithuania 6 of 10 from the floor in this quarter. Here it is, Sabonis again. Little pump fake, and Nurkic called for the foul on Sabonis. Well, if Nurkic isn't going to be able to block him, nobody will be able to.
One adjustment we saw in this play, we saw a hard show on the sideline from Nurkic. You can see him recovering.
The problem there is he took the pump fake. He
right. He should have gone straight up and trapped him. They say put him in jail under the rim. But again, let's see if this hard show pick and roll coverage continues as an adjustment from Coach Bakir in Bosnia and Herzegovina.
So Valanciunas gets another assist as that free throw goes through the hoop. Valanciunas 11 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. And Dragonos, who led the team in scoring in the first quarter, effectively with the 14, is out of the bench and resting. So it's a different type of attack right now for Lithuania. They leave him open, and Nurkic almost made him pay, but the ball wasn't kind to him. Bounce pass, Brazdakis, and composed himself and was able to score. And Bakir needs to draw something else up differently here for Bosnia and Herzegovina because Lithuania is starting to pull away a little bit.
And again, defensively, there's a cross-match situation with Domas Sabonis now matched up on Nurkic. So similar like we saw Coach Collet in France cross-match against the Bosnian front court. Let's see if they can adjust and get some shots against the cross-match front court. Look at the matchup here with Nurkic and Valanciunas.
Nurkic appears, the plan is to have him to catch it a long way from the basket and either shoot it or drive. Whereas Valanciunas is much more post-up, isn't he?
Well, I think that's a result of the pick and roll attack, trying to create openings for Roberson to get those pull-up threes. Again, Nurkic can hit that three. He has that ability in his game. What you won't get, you will not get Valanciunas in foul trouble if you're not putting him in those low post defensive possessions. But again, look at the defensive matchups right now for Lithuania. Sabonis matches up with Nurkic, more mobile pick and roll coverage, and on Halilovic you have Valanciunas. They need to put Halilovic in these pick and roll situations to continue to attack Valanciunas and get those openings.
Musa has it knocked away by Brazdakis. He gets it up to Jokubaitis, and his pass intended for Giedraitis, and then Bosnia and Herzegovina knocked it out of bounds. No, they're going to call a foul on Robertson, yeah.
And again, you want Jokubaitis to finish that play. Finish at the rim strong, go through the contact.
As opposed to passing.
Yeah, I mean, you have the size advantage on Roberson. you're an aggressive physical player going to the rim, you've got to step, make the play, finish the play. He drew the foul, and they say on the shot, but that definitely looked like a pass situation.
So double-digit lead for Lithuania. Roberson out of the game, not really impacting it much on offense. In real trouble now for Bosnia and Herzegovina as Jokubaitis adds to his tally. 7 points for him. Nurkic falls down, gets back up, guarded by Sabonis. Now he's got his back to the basket, he turns, he puts it up, and that was just forced.
Yeah, hard work to get position. Sabonis did a good job battling for position there and a tough shot, but again, they're doing the right things, trying to put him in the post.
And also Valanciunas came over and gave an extra layer of defense. There's Sabonis! They can't contain him!
He's really risen to the occasion for this big game.
Now Gagic takes the bump, and had he shot the basketball, he would have had a couple of free throws. This was Sabonis putting it up. There was like a moment there where Aiden Adic, the ball's dead, picks it up, shoots it, and even Valanciunas wouldn't allow it.
Zone defense on the end line play here for Lithuania. First time we've seen it in the tournament.
Isn't that the safest defense? There is. Oh. And Valanciunas able to corral it. Real problems now. 14 points, the advantage for Lithuania. Nothing going well for Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Spain pick and roll action. Giedraitis open at the top.
Giedraitis leans in. Ball goes off Valanciunas. Musa hands it off to Kamen. Yes! 4-point swing. That was a huge sequence for the team in blue. They can't afford to fall any further behind. So after the Kamen Yas dunk, we'll go over to the bench for the timeout. That's the problem, Mike, the rebounds for Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Again, everybody anticipates this matchup. Two great front lines. Bosnia and Herzegovina, a strength, has been their 5 and 4, and particularly offensive rebounding and rebounding in general. And Lithuania doing a great job winning the battle on the boards, controlling the defensive boards. It's critical to this game and a big reason why they have the lead.
Sabonis with the 2 fouls goes out here at the end. Kuzminskis in.
Zone defense here for Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Giedraitis, it looks good. It is!
Really good patience. High post touches twice. Post reaction. Giedraitis, big 3.
Biggest lead of the game for Lithuania. 15 points. And Valanciunas fouls Nurkic.
See the ball go into the post. Valanciunas. Great pass out. Again, making the game easy, three-point shooting and teamwork with good floor spacing against the zone.
Lithuania 6 of 10 from three-point range. And 14 of 16 at the free throw line, Lithuania. Meanwhile, that was just the third free throw attempt for Bosnia and Herzegovina. And the worried looks on the Bosnia and Herzegovina fans' faces.
Coach Bakir calling out the defense. They drop back into their man-to-man.
That is chasing Grigonis. Jokubaitis. They've got enough time. They took it too early, Lithuania. Musa off. And missed the layup. Can't believe it. That was an opportunity to get it down to 12. Tough first half for Bosnia and Herzegovina. 56-42, Lithuania on top of Bosnia and Herzegovina at halftime. Well, so far so good for Lithuania as they go off to the locker room.
Again, advantage Lithuania, 62% from the floor. Three-point shooting, 6 for 11, very efficient. Rebounding is the key, 18-9, doubling up Bosnia and Herzegovina on the boards. 13 assists, leading scorers. Again, Grigonis with the strong first quarter. Valanciunas and Sabonis establishing the post. Musa, Nurkic, solid for Bosnia and Herzegovina. We need to see more Nurkic in the post.
He's got 10 points, but just 1 rebound, 1 assist.
Again, impacting the game with his three-point shooting in the first quarter, Grigonis. They need to get more open looks for this guy, Roberson. He can definitely cut into that deficit with his three-point shooting. And here was Grigonis. You can see Nurkic just low in the drop coverage, opening up that pull-up jump shot.
You feel like some weaknesses have been exposed for Bosnia and Herzegovina?
No,
or have they just not utilized their strengths?
Yeah, I just look at it like Lithuania has played to their strengths a little bit more, and they've won the battle on the boards. I think that, you know, both Valanciunas and Sabonis have stepped up and really impacted the game. Grigonis has impacted the game. And I think that, look, it's only a halfway point. We've seen Bosnia and Herzegovina come back before, but they've got to get Roberson involved. They got to get Nurkic establishing the post. And again, they got to find a way to do the job rebounding.
Yeah, they're getting drilled on the boards, aren't they? 18-9, twice as many rebounds for Lithuania, 6 of those coming on the offensive glass. 12 second chance points for Lithuania. 10 points off turnovers for Lithuania, just 4 for Bosnia and Herzegovina.
And Jeff, we've seen Lithuania struggle at times turning the ball over in the first half. Lithuania 13 assists, only 4 turnovers. You know, likely their more efficient performance here is because they've done a better job taking care of the basketball.
So maybe there could be a little bit more pressure applied from Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Again, they have the size for position. They have Vrabats. They have some guys that can really pressure on the perimeter. You know, maybe that's one of the main points that Coach Bakir and his staff will discuss at halftime in the locker room, turning up some of the defensive pressure.
Well, at halftime, Lithuania lead at 56-42 over Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands. It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
Oh, upstairs for the throwdown, and Makovic knocks it hard through the ring.
He's got Hans Van Ven ahead of him. Van Ven gets rejected. Wow. Osmani said, not in my house, baby. My goodness gracious.
Final 4 seconds for the Dutch. It's Williams who's going to heave it though from...
Oh!
He beats the buzzer!
The execution to perfection.
Well, goes a nutmeg. Oh, baby! Well, Lopez Adostegi made the nutmeg pass, and Willie Hernan Gomez just threw it down.
And now the break, 4-1. And Ortel gets swatted by the trailer, Adic. There's Gobert coming in and swatting Halilovic. And Gobert just kind of sidesteps Nurkic for the 2.
Another chance here to cut it down to 7. Dia likes the matchup. Nice pass.
Incredible feed down the baseline. With poor vision, awareness and execution of Denny Abdia. Not too late
nice steal
to make a difference in this group, but Slaughter takes it away.
Hey!
And a punishing Polska pile driver from Balcerowski.
AJ Slaughter, another highlight.
Showtime from Poland.
He turns it over. It's a little messy, but Kalafis will keep it. What a pass. Throw that one down.
And one, baby. Gave the look and the back door. Look at this. Nick Calathes right on the money.
Well, the Finn fans are brought here to Prague, and they've certainly played their part. And Lowry Markkanen slams the door, and right the Susi Yengi star soars on both backboards.
Yeah, you can see that one coming.
That's why they call him the finisher.
John Amusa has 14 points. And Bosnia and Herzegovina need every single one of them as they try to stay in touch with Lithuania. But he's 5 of 7 from the floor. He's hit 2 threes. But it hasn't been nearly enough yet for Bosnia and Herzegovina, who trail by 14 points at halftime. Seems like, Mike, we expected a little more, shall we say, intensity or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I think that both teams understand what's at stake. They're really focused on the game. I think Lithuania has come out and had the better first half. You know, to me it seems that aside from Nurkic 10 points and Musa 14, Bosnia and Herzegovina is searching for that next scorer, that next contributor, that next guy who's going to produce.
Lithuania not really having the problem. It was Grigonis that got it going early in first quarter when he had 4 3-pointers. That makes up the bulk of his 14 points. He's 5 of 6 from the floor. You can see it's been such a great game for him. He only averages 15.8. Well, I say only, but I mean he's almost at his average.
Well, again, Lithuania, the team, the players have been in games, pressure games like this before, on the stage before. That experience is something to draw from. Guys, step out there, play with confidence, know how to impact the game in these big moments. And we talk about being the best when it matters the most. We've seen Grigonis come out and really get off to a strong start, hitting his threes. We've seen Sabonis establish the post. We've seen Valanciunas establish the post. Again, you can see a really focused, determined effort from this Lithuania team. But it's halfway done, and let's see how in the second half Bosnia and Herzegovina can respond. Again, they need one more productive scorer to change the game.
So talking about experience, obviously most recently Lithuania playing at the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament, and which they hosted in Kaunas, but obviously they lost in the final to Slovenia. But before that, they played the FIBA Basketball World Cup, and Bosnia and Herzegovina didn't, experience either of those.
And the more times you're on that stage, the more comfortable you are, and you again can impact the game in a positive way. You play with that confidence and that belief. And again, I think Lithuania has been there and has done that. So I think this is one of the reasons for their strong start here today. Now, that's not to discount a comeback possibility here from Bosnia and Herzegovina. We've seen it before. Again, but they need to rally the troops. They need to get some defensive stops, control the defensive boards, and find that third scorer.
Well, right now, Nurkic, focusing on him at halftime. He's got the 10 points, 4 of 9 from the floor, but maybe try to drop down in the low post a little bit more instead of starting out up high.
If Lithuania continues to cross-match and has Sabonis on Nurkic, like Coach Bakir did, automatically call those post-touch plays, get Nurkic down on the block. But again, one way to bring Roberson into the game as that third scorer is to get him those open pull-up shots off of those high pick and rolls attacking the 5-man Valanciunas. So in this case, it would be a 4-man pick and roll if they're cross-matched, and then it's on Roberson to hit those shots and get hot like he did in previous games this tournament.
So your leading assist man is Valanciunas with 5, who also has 10 rebounds. And oh, by the way, he also has 11 points. So he's already got his double-double. And who knows, another 5 assists, and he's got a triple-double.
I mean, I wouldn't put anything past Valanciunas with his national team. Again, 11 points, 10 rebounds, as you say, 5 assists, hitting his free throws, establishing the post. Again, he's even made the defensive effort to get out and challenge. Musa hit the shot in his face, but he's giving the team effort to cover for some of the pick and roll challenges when he's in that drop. Again, I really like the cross match from Coach Maksavidis. So, Lithuania has put themselves in position to climb out of the elimination zone and keep their EuroBasket dreams alive by advancing. But the job is half done, and we can expect a really tremendous, intense second half here. Dreams are on the line.
And Bosnia and Herzegovina coming off the low of losing that game yesterday to France, and probably a game they felt like they could have won. So they have to lift themselves emotionally. And sometimes you and I talk about how, because Hungary are the big underdogs in this group, when you play them, it doesn't do you any favors when it comes to playing your next game, because maybe you haven't really had to give it all to beat them. But I think in this case, that was exactly the team that Lithuania needed to play.
Right. Sometimes when you play a team that is not up to the level of size or physicality or intensity, your performance can suffer because you don't need to be at that same standard to beat the elite teams or the top teams. And with all due respect to Hungary, they were a little bit overmatched at times. And sometimes there can be that hangover as you go to play that next game and reach that same standard that it takes to win. But for Lithuania, they were in such a difficult situation. They needed to just get a win. And when they took care of business and saw France help them, now that gives them new life and they have new opportunity, and they've taken advantage of it today.
Hey folks, download the app by scanning in the barcode. You will get the EuroBasket app and give you all the quotes, results, schedules, scores, and so much more. Links to news stories. It's what you need to follow this great tournament, which has been held here in Cologne and will soon move to Berlin. It's also been in Milan, in Prague, and Tbilisi.
So in the Lithuanian huddle before the third quarter starts, you can see their main focus is Jana Musa. Obviously, they make a priority to try to limit him here in his production here in the second half.
Second half action underway. Lithuania with possession. And the white taking, shooting at the basket to the left on your screen. Now Sabonis spins, pump fake, and again gets Nurkic off his feet.
What I like about that move, Jeff, that really good defense, pressured them high. They turned it into a side pick and roll. And as Sabonis went to the basket, we saw him try to get to his left hand in the post. This time he went to his right hand, shot fake, drew the foul. Good start for Sabonis here. First possession in the second half.
But missing the free throw. And Bosnia and Herzegovina need all the help they can get. So they will be happy with that. Remember, Musa missed a layup right at the end of the first half.
That's a win for them.
Sabonis takes his time and makes the second.
Brazdeikis matched up with Musa. You can see his focus and intensity right now. Nice action.
Musa, short.
Really well-designed play from Coach Bakir there. Got a good look from Musa.
First miss from three today from Musa. He hit his previous two. Here's the bonus again. Out to Brazdeikis, and Iggy misses. Roberson. Two good looks from three-point range that have not gone down for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Dragona's no-look pass to Iggy!
Really well done.
Now the biggest lead of the game, 17 points. Moves it to the corner. Kamenyas for three. Three consecutive misses.
Three consecutive good looks, Jeff. Again, they got to stick with it. They got to keep going, get some stops.
The lob, and good defense from Kamenyas, but then Valanciunas doesn't give up on the basketball.
It's Bosnia and Herzegovina's ball.
No time like the present for Bosnia and Herzegovina to get the ball to go in the basket. Quick pass to Nurkic. Musa quickly to the ball. He gets rejected by Valanciunas, but takes it back. Where Valanciunas is just omnipresent. The turnaround, Nurkic. And if that's what it's going to boil down to, turnaround jumpers from that far away on the baseline, it doesn't look good for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Offensive foul.
Looked like Dragonas just got a little bit out of control. Here's Valanciunas protecting the rim. Just straight up length and size.
Impressive.
The foul looked like Grigonis just got a little bit out of control as he was going through the lane.
So he goes out and Bukavicius comes back in. Robertson again. Will he have some luck this time? No, he will not.
Again, Jeff, that's exactly what they need to do. They attacked the 5-man pick and roll coverage. Valanciunas was off. Robertson got his second good 3-point look at his half. It just hasn't gone down. They need to keep going, keep competing, but get defensive stops.
Iggy, and that is not a defensive stop. And Bakir has to call timeout. It's a 20-point lead. You're not going to get it all back at once if you're Bosnia and Herzegovina, but you got to at least score. And they haven't in this third quarter. Lithuania have.
Kameni, Ajuka ovde. Ata, ideš preko, ti ideš ispod. Napravimo ovaj ram screen i onda da idemo ovdje promjenu pravca i idemo na ljevu. John, i both of them come to you short throw. A ako tebe...
There was the no-look pass from Grigonis. Again, Lithuania has gotten some great basket cuts and finishes at the rim there from Rezdikas. And now he hits the big three, leading to the timeout. You can see him moving without the ball. Defenders collide for Bosnia and Herzegovina, creating the open space. Easy three, 20-point lead for Lithuania.
Yeah, great comments, Mike. And Iggy Brazdeikis, big three-pointer. You can see he's got 11 points, 5 of 8 from the floor, 4 of 5 inside the arc. Aiden Adic, somebody's got to knock down a three for Bosnia and Herzegovina. If they can't get something going to the basket. Here's Robertson again this time. Now Musa hasn't knocked out of his hands. Robertson in the corner, and he's got to hit that, and he does!
They needed that shot. Take the lid off here to start the third quarter and start your comeback. Keep fighting, Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Bosnia and Herzegovina, they've got to pressure Lithuania. They need stops. Sabonis spins. Hemmed in. Jokubaitis wide open. And Sabonis coming over the back. Called for a push.
Again, we see so many players packing the paint there. The next logical step for Lithuania, post-reaction. Sabonis made a great pass. Jokubaitis wide open three. Just couldn't get it to go down, and then the offensive foul.
Robertson hands it off. Kamenyas didn't look like he knew what he was going to do. Jokubaitis again. Oh, what a finish that was, scoring over Kamenyas.
Look at Valanciunas, the second defender right at the rim.
Nurkic. Bosnia now and Herzegovina have missed 2 short little shots in the lane. Quick shot from Iggy, but the long rebound, and everything going Lithuania's way right now. Oh boy, they are turning it on, and this thing is getting away from Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Beautiful play, late delivery from Rezdikas, kept the ball high. Easy 2 for Valanciunas.
Sweet drive from Janan Musa.
Great.
It looks like he caught Valanciunas in the mouth. But Bukavicius wide open. And Valanciunas in a lot of pain. I think he's going to have to come out clearly. I don't know if what part of Musa got him. Here's Musa getting fouled, driving to the basket by Iggy Brazdeikis. And there's Valanciunas still holding his mouth. This is the play where Musa got him. Didn't seem.
From that angle, it's tough to see. Maybe it was an elbow inadvertently with the free arm as he was trying to create space.
Musa definitely ran back to check on him during the play to make sure he was okay.
Yeah, they're checking those teeth. Again, this is why you see many players wear the mouthpiece in basketball, protect themselves just from contact like that. A lot of guys don't like it because of interfering with breathing and things. It's a personal choice, but
wow, just missed free throws, missed threes, missed shots in the lane. Nurkic's out, Halilovic in. I mean, you know, 14:52 is a long way to go.
a lot of basketball left, but Jeff, they've got to get stops. They have not stopped Lithuania, especially this half.
Zavitis into Echodas. I think they catch a break with Valanciunas not on the court right now.
See if they can make a run.
Halilovic. And Kamenyas, great rebound, but misses again. He looks at the ref to say he was fouled, but referee telling Valanciunas to sit down. Not sure why.
Lithuania's zone defense on the end line again here.
Oh, Jokovitis had the hands up, almost forced a turnover.
Let's see if they stay in their zone or match up man. They'll stay in their zone from the sideline this possession. Very interesting.
Feels like Lithuania with Brazdeikis and Jokovitis maybe finding a little bit of something that works for them. Here is the putback attempt. Kamenyas and just having a nightmare. Bosnia and Herzegovina in this quarter.
Again, wide open three against the zone. Rims out.
Jokovitis pushes off. Watch this. That's an easy call, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got his right arm and he's trying to give a little extra shove, a little extra momentum to the defense to have him slide off and create separation. It's not a charge, it's using your free arm as an offensive foul. Right in front of the referee. Zone defense again here for Lithuania.
Halilovic again. Brabats for three. Good. Steps up the veteran, number 27.
Good post reaction. Nice shot from Brabats.
Back to 18 points to deficit, but Valanciunas back in the game. Looking to go to work. And he is fouled. Oh, they've called a technical foul for the reaction on Brabats. This is an issue with Bosnia and Herzegovina, their reactions. We've seen it with Aiden Adic, and now we've seen it with Brabats.
Again, we've said it before, emotional discipline.
Well, they definitely called him swinging his arm.
Yeah.
Man.
He had the ball in the beginning, but there's too much body contact there. It's an easy call for the official. And then again, emotional discipline.
Kavicius gets his first point of the game, and 19 points, the advantage. And this is partially because of Bosnia and Herzegovina not playing well. It's just a lot easier for Lithuania than I anticipated.
Real physical defense from Bosnia and Herzegovina in the paint. Vrabac with a two-hand football block, bumping the cutter Valanciunas at the rim.
Meaning American football.
American football, thank you very much.
Just because we're surrounded by a bunch of Europeans.
My Pittsburgh Steelers would be proud of that block.
Kavicius leans in, and Rabbits battling. Look at Gegic get on the ground and hustle. It's plays like that Bosnia and Herzegovina have to make. And unfortunately, it goes off of Musa for Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Again, sometimes the best effort you can make, if the ball just doesn't bounce your way. Rabbits first. Second was Gegic on the floor, poking it ahead, and you know, your best player in transition, Musa, just couldn't pick up the ball and get it together, loses the ball out of bounds.
Still 13 minutes, 19 points to lead. There's a chance for Bakir's team, but they've got to get something, anything. Preferred would be turnovers and points off turnovers. Carrying the basketball, palming.
Again, good physical low post defense there. Kuzminskas tried to work to the middle, carried the ball.
Halilovic lowers his shoulder, but the blocking foul called on Lekavicius.
Respectful effort there, giving up his body to Lekavicius, just didn't have his feet set.
There's Sabonis wondering if he's going to go back into the game, but the thing is, all four teams that progressed from this group, and right now it looks like it probably will be Lithuania, although there's still a long way to go, will be ready for the knockouts. I don't think any team from any other group wants to face any of these teams from Group B.
Without a doubt, you talk about playing top competition and preparing yourself for these knockout rounds. The teams from here in Cologne in Group B are battle tested, are ready, and they're going to be ready to reach that high standard of performance in Berlin.
Brandakis has it knocked away. Rabat's not able to control it, however. Good pass by Iggy Brandakis over to Kuzminskas. He gets swatted. Terrific play by Halilovic. And then Brabats cuts into the paint. He's about the only guy that can put the ball in the basket right now. And a little bit of life for Bosnia and Herzegovina. They close the gap to 15. I'd say even if Bosnia, it was Kamenjas that had the block, even if they go down, I want to see them go down playing well.
Yeah, you want to see them.
We haven't really seen that today.
Right. You want to see them get a little rhythm, make a run, and really fight back here.
Mike, as you look at that block from Valanciunas, I mean, he's having himself a whale of a game, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not only a game, but how about a EuroBasket tournament? He's been fantastic. Just a leader, just a go-to player. Again, really writing himself into the legends of Lithuanian basketball, especially the tradition of great centers.
2 blocks to go with that, as well as a steal and several assists. Still just 5 assists, so his triple-double doesn't look as likely now, but you never know, it could happen. There's Jokubaitis. Turns, gets blocked by Kamenjas. His second block on the road for Kamenjas. Now Musa. Hands it off to Gegic. Don't look now. Bosnia and Herzegovina are waking up. And it's about time Gregona's got a touch. And Kamenjas.
But again, nice adjustment from Coach Bakir here. You need to energize your defense. You need to get guys involved as we see the great transition and easy finish. But now we've got hard show pick and roll coverage. We've got the smaller bigs, Halilovic and Kamenias. That time Kamenias on the hard show picked up the foul. But again, he's bringing the defensive energy into the game with the hard show defensive coverage from his bigs.
Well, Kamenias is really asserting himself on the defensive end of the floor. That's the big development here late in the third quarter. Now anticipation, another turnover. Here comes Gagic. He's going to throw it down. Alive and kicking, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Now the full court pressure. The foul on Brabac. And again, the guards will be under pressure now for Lithuania. As Bosnia and Herzegovina go to plan C.
A lot of times what teams like to do when they have the hard show is get out and deny one pass away. That makes it really difficult for the guard under pressure to read the defense and get a clear picture for where to go. Where's the help? That time, Gagic denied the one pass away, got the deflection and big steal. Again, great adjustment here from Coach Bakir to try to spark life into the Bosnia and Herzegovina defense and create that comeback possibility.
Although he takes Gagic out to bring Roberson in. So you lose that defensive presence of Gagic, but I guess you get the jump shooting of, oh wow, the penetration, and it's going to go back to Lithuania. You get the jump shooting of Roberson.
Again, if you're in Bosnia and Herzegovina's bench, you want these guys to finish this last 47 seconds strong. Get a defensive stop here, get a bucket, get it under 10 going into the fourth quarter. And after being down 20, I think you're really pleased with that. Lithuania, you want to try to get this lead, stabilize the game.
Bukavicius for three. Oh boy, that's a killer. Bukavicius. I mean, we were talking about it. Do you want Bukavicius to be the guy shooting that shot? And probably not, but he's just hit one, just went to the line and made a couple of free throws.
He's been on the floor for defense the entire tournament, and they've needed more offense. Today he stepped up and delivered it. That's a great sign for Lithuania.
Quick pass, a little bit out of control. They're just missing their shots down low. So many misses. So a little bit of a comeback for Bosnia and Herzegovina, but then Lithuania have the better end to the quarter and go back up 75-59.
Here we see the numbers again. Decided advantage in field goal percentage for Lithuania. 9 for 17 from three. 3-point percentage has really been a big part of Lithuania's game. A lot of good open looks that were missed from Bosnia and Herzegovina, especially there in the third quarter. There's the no look from Grigonis. Basket cut. Strong finish from Bredzdikas there. Stepping out to hit a three. Again, they needed more of those makes in that third quarter. Roberson hits this one. They'll need some shooting from him in the fourth.
Yeah, he's 2 of 7 from three-point range. Moose is 2 of 3. I thought he was 2 of 4, but one of them must have been a 2.
Little spark defensively towards the end of the third quarter there. Transition layups from Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Nothing against Roberson, but I think Bosnia need this guy on the court, Gagic. I don't know if he took him out because he needed a breather, but he just brings a different element to the defense.
Yeah, he's bigger, longer, more active defensively. But again, I think what Coach Bakir is searching for is that third scoring who's going to be that productive player to bring that third scoring punch for the team.
Scanning the barcode, courtside 1891 will be yours on your smartphone for video streams, schedule scores, and so much more. So Gagic does return, but Musa is out of the game. And also Bravac. Adic also back in the game. See if they can pick up their intensity and improve their efficiency around the basket, because they've left some shots out there. Echlet is getting more and more minutes, isn't he?
Well, he's a good mobile big man. They can do more things, impact the ball, point of attack, pick and roll. And again, that's one of the concerns. You've got to be ready to limit Roberson's three-point shooting off those pick and rolls.
Lithuania's defense just took that ball away.
Again, it was at the point of attack. He didn't have the shot. Sabonis stepped up to meet him, forced the drive, and got him into traffic.
Sabonis left open for three, misses pretty much everything, but it falls. I think it just glanced off the rim to Echlet. And again, Bukavicius turns. This time he's trapped. He got fouled, it looked like. They got hold of his arm. Gagic over to Kamenyas. And for some reason, Lithuania thought the play had stopped. They thought they had called a foul. There's Vincent Collet of France. His team has had an interesting EuroBasket. Beaten soundly on opening night. They've rebounded and they've been one of the better teams.
So there's an announcement here in the arena to the fans, no whistles. So apparently
somebody blew a whistle.
Yeah,
that's why they stopped.
and Bosnia and Herzegovina players thought it was an official's whistle.
There's Gagic again, reaching over and committing the foul this time.
It was unusual to see all the players stop playing.
Yeah, it was. Sabonis finds Echlet. He is rejected by Nurkic. Roberson. Nurkic on the break. Fouled by Echlet.
So again, this fantastic recovery from Nurkic. It was a great short roll. Sabonis with a beautiful pass. Echlet under the rim, but look at the recovery from the big man. Outstanding.
Roberson. Well, they couldn't throw the ball in the ocean standing on the beach right now. Now up ahead it goes for Kavicius.
I mean, those are the exact looks, the exact plays you want if you're Bosnia and Herzegovina.
He gets the matchup on Kamenyas, who gets the hand up. I think eventually they would fall, but here's Gagic. He puts it up from three. That's short. And the foul called on Grigonis.
I thought Grigonis did a great job having the awareness to close out the shooter on the wing in transition. Just want to close out without fouling.
You see oftentimes players complain on those fouls on the three-point shooter. And there are times when the shooter does kick his legs out. And it's a tough call for the ref.
it's just not ever helpful to your team defense to foul a three-point shooter, so it's never a good play. But I think referees over the last few years have done a great job of differentiating when offensive players do really kick their legs out and when it's contact.
Well, this is pretty much the way it's gone for Bosnia and Herzegovina. And Lithuania getting closer and closer to victory, which will get them into that next round, the round of 16. Gagic only makes 1 of 3 free throws. Even so, down 15, they've got a chance. Iggy Brasdeikis, plenty of time, but they just need stops. Iggy Brasdeikis again, able to score despite the presence of Nurkic.
Strong physical drive, great finish at the rim.
Kaminyash left open. Just having a nightmare shooting the basketball from three-point range.
Again, disheartening miss right there.
7 of 22 as a team. Valanciunas goes to work. And this time Butkavichus.
Smart play, stops the break. Now Lithuania is able to set their defense.
Well, it's a physical game. And, you know, really the players' reactions are making it almost impossible at times for the referees. They're going to contest every no call. I know in the NBA probably the whistle blows a little bit more under the basket than it would be here. There's a little bit more physicality.
Yeah,
is that fair?
I think the way the game is officiated allows that physical play, allows players to fight for position.
And Nurkic loses it out of bounds. Another nail in the coffin of Bosnia and Herzegovina.
It's just the next, you know, empty possession, the next opportunity lost.
Brasdeikis loses it. And unsportsmanlike has been called, so 2 free throws and possession. Well, that was unnecessary. Brasdeikis. If you're going to do it, I guess you want to do it with a huge lead like this, or a significant lead.
Still.
5-point trip down to 4. They could cut a 17-point deficit to 12. He makes this, and then they get a three-pointer. But of course, he doesn't make it.
You know, let's give Bosnia and Herzegovina credit and respect. They have played so well to start this tournament. They've put themselves in a position to advance today.
It really felt like when they beat Slovenia, you looked at their celebrations, and it looked like they felt like they had done enough. Well, maybe not enough, but they knew they had a great chance. Here's the pass to Kaminash.
Again, this is what the tournament is about. It's a full 5-game picture, and all of the results are equally important. Now, that's a significant win to be the only team, you know, stop an 11-game win streak for Slovenia and beat one of the tournament favorites. You also had other good wins as well, but at this point, today's performance is what matters the most.
As Dakis gets in, doesn't come up away with points. Musa has it knocked out of his hands. 2 shots coming.
You can't say enough good things about Musa.
That's the heart for the Lithuanians, the love they're giving their team today. A lot of Bosnia and Herzegovina fans here, but you got to feel happy for the Lithuanian fans because they suffered the first 3 games.
And again,
tough defeats.
Tough defeats because they're a country with high expectations, with strong tradition. The team did not play poorly. They gave themselves chances to win, just too many turnovers, not enough defensive stops. And again, a legendary game, double overtime against Germany.
Yeah.
So, you know, they have clawed their way back from the elimination zone, and now, with new life, look like they're positioning themselves to advance. And they can be a dangerous team when they get to that next round. You know, they can be that team that gets on that run after struggling through so much adversity early in the tournament. Many times teams that face that adversity and survive it go on to do great things.
Razdekis for three. Well, the door still open for Bosnia and Herzegovina if they can put the ball in the basket. Musa gets it to Nurkic. Oh boy, that was a terrific finish. He's had such a they've had so many problems finishing. Now it's 12 points. So again, a chance for the team in blue and yellow. Sabonis to Valanciunas, and Halilovic fouls Valanciunas.
Again, Jeff, you can see even the hard show pick and roll here as we see Musa do a great job making an easy basket for Nurkic. Pick and roll, delivers it. Nurkic, strong finish. But the hard show pick and roll continues for pick and roll defensive coverage continues for Bosnia and Herzegovina, even with Nurkic. And this is where he's showing so good recovery ability for such a big man his size.
Lithuania would like to nip this comeback attempt in the bud with a basket. Dragonas almost lost it. Ends up putting up a three, but he traveled. Just a little bit of a chance here for Bakir's team.
And Roberson back in.
Can the three-point shot fall for Roberson? Can Musa get to the rim? That's what he's going to try. He's been so good all tournament long, but indicative of their problems today. Against Valanciunas, it's just not happening. He's been the best player on the court. Here he is. And Halilovic reaches around and comes up with a steal. Another chance. But the challenge remains to score. Nurkic didn't catch it cleanly, so couldn't put it up. Now he's going to work. He's going to try to go in, and they're lucky that they get the shot off, but the steal doesn't fall for Roberson. That was all Nurkic. He just didn't have good handles.
Right.
And that's tough on Halilovic because he comes up with the steal. So now Lithuania and their free throw game comes into play, and they are 18 of 21 at the line today, and that is something they have done well all tournament. Brabats comes back in for Aiden Adic. Bakir gives a little love to Aiden Adic. He goes out of the game. And just like he started the game, Dragonas now making the impact with his scoring. So back to a 14-point lead. I guess the lesson is you just don't want to fall behind by 20 points, because trying to come back by that much, it just adds even more pressure to you. Yeah. Offensive foul on Brabats.
When you dig a hole, it's really hard to come. It's possible to come back, of course. You know, there's you can get on a run and you can cut the deficit. But today, we just haven't seen the most efficient Bosnia and Herzegovina offense. They've missed open shots, left plays unfinished. Now we've got an offensive foul on a moving screen. Beautiful.
They get it to Sabonis. And Bukavicius finishes. Sabonis not able to get it done. And that was an exclamation mark on the comeback here for Lithuania in this FIBA EuroBasket. Now, a foul has been called, taunting or a technical on Max Vitas. But for what? He wanted a foul there?
Must have. So Sabonis doesn't finish. Halilovic really fired up that he challenged it, and there's Bukavicius out of nowhere.
Probably could have called the contact.
But you called it, Jeff. That's an exclamation point for this Lithuania game.
Well, we don't know what was said over there, but it was enough to get a technical, so can't blame Lithuania for being a little bit hot under the collar, even with this big lead.
Well, nothing's done till it's done, right? You got to play the full 40 minutes.
And there's still 3 minutes to go, and it's a 15-point game. Musa goes up, and the foul called on Bukavicius. So the foul on Bukavicius, who had that sensational dunk in which, I don't know if you say he put Halilovic on the poster there. I guess he did, but the problem was Halilovic was also trying to guard Sabonis, so it's a bit harsh on him.
Halilovic was celebrating a little bit because he did defend the rim so well against Sabonis, and then out of nowhere.
So you think he's deserving of the verb past tense posterized?
Yes.
Okay. $13 points, not over yet, and it's going to be Bosnia and Herzegovina basketball. And remember, the turnovers were the real problem for Lithuania in a couple of their earlier games.
And that's just lazy because you can run the baseline after a make. You can improve your passing angle.
Nurkic, boy, I'll tell you what, there was a lot of shirt grabbing there as well, and he still was able to make it. And now Valanciunas is limping up the court. Back to an 11-point game. That technical foul seems to have helped Bosnia and Herzegovina. Seemed like the door had shut, but it's open just a little. Shot clock about to expire, but Bukavicius has to put it up and misses, and here comes Robertson. And the Lithuania fans become a little restless. Back to Nurkic for three. Oh boy, if he'd made that one, that would have been interesting. 7 of 24 as a team now, 29% at Bosnia and Herzegovina. Lithuania, meanwhile, 9 of 22 from deep. Sabonis. And the ball falls to Grigonis. Oh, great hustle from Brabac. 0.9 seconds. It looks like Lithuania have done enough, but still a little bit of basketball to play here. 1:33 to go, 0.9 on the shot clock. Always remember the Greece comeback against France at EuroBasket 2005. But it's not going to happen now, not with the man that plays defense coming out and carrying the load offensively here in this fourth quarter, Bukavicius. And that'll do it. 1:22 remaining. Brabac throws it out of bounds.
And Jeff, we talked about Bukavicius being in the lineup for his defense, and maybe there was, hey, we need more production, more productivity from you. In this important game, he has really made his mark. Exclamation point dunk, shot clock beating three. Played really, really well for his team.
Well, anybody watching this game will know that Lithuania are getting better. They're finding themselves, and that they will be a tough out if they meet in the knockout round. And that's the last thing you want is an injury here. Musa holding himself, a little bit of moisture on the court.
Valanciunas, Sabonis hug as they sub out of the game. Salute the great Lithuanian fans here. Grigonis also subbing out. Coach Maksavides giving the crowd a chance to salute these three key players.
Well, it's been a great run for Bosnia and Herzegovina. First of all, to qualify. Second of all, to come here in this group of death and really show that they are a really good team in European basketball.
They've been one of the great stories here in Group B, and it's heartbreaking that they will not advance.
Kuzmitskas. And Lithuania from the pain of the double overtime defeat to Germany when obviously things got a little bit hairy in that game. A technical free throw was not taken that should have been, which led to a protest which was turned down by FIBA. They have rebounded. They've resurrected their hopes of getting to the podium, winning against Hungary, and now winning against Bosnia and Herzegovina. Aziz Bakir, the coach of Bosnia and Herzegovina, has done a great job with this team. They play with a lot of passion, but it's been the passion and the determination of Jonas Valanciunas, especially in Lithuania, that has reigned. Lithuania win it 87-70. Hugs all around, and why not? The game is over, and Musa is the first player to go up and check on these guys if they've been hurt. It's just been very competitive stuff. The pressure that has been around this Lithuania team, perhaps that dark cloud is lifted a little bit, and there's a little bit of sunshine down the road in Berlin.
Yeah, there's new life. Again, their EuroBasket dream stays alive. You see, again, 49% advantage from the floor. They played through the post extremely well. 20 for 23 from the free throw line. Hit the 11 threes. Out-rebounded Bosnia and Herzegovina. That was a key to the game. Very good teamwork. And again, production from several players here. Grigonis, Valanciunas, Bukavicius, 13.
Yeah, Bukavicius was the real factor today, wasn't he?
Sure was.
Valanciunas was the player of the game. There's no doubt about that. Just the way, and probably an MVP candidate of this tournament, depending how it unfolds.
And you can see the Lithuanian fans celebrating, enjoying the moment, a sigh of relief, proud of their team that they fought back out of the elimination zone and now have the chance to advance to Berlin. I mean, it's a credit to their toughness and their determination and their grit. But again, let's show respect here for the Bosnia and Herzegovina team. Just needed a little more three-point shooting today.
Jokovitis seems to be bringing a little bit more to the table as well for this Lithuania team. everybody. There's Valanciunas again. He's been doing it on both ends of the floor. So Adin Vrabac, and how does, where does Bosnia and Herzegovina go from here when you consider what they've done? They've made it this far. They want to get to the World Cup, obviously, to play next year, whether it's in Indonesia, Japan, or the Philippines.
I think you look at, the results. You own the results. You look at how you win. Did you play well and win, or play poorly and win? Did you play well and lose, or play poorly and lose? I think in this situation, they have a lot to be proud of. They played so well in a very challenging group.
You need context.
Yeah, and again, this team has shown they can compete with the top teams in Europe, and they need to keep going. They need to keep building their core, keep developing, keep growing as a national team.
Well, Mike, a great example, because you're sitting next to me. EuroBasket 2017 didn't go the way Poland wanted it to. But all you did was then go into the European qualifiers and qualify for the FIBA Basketball World Cup, where your Poland team made it to the quarterfinals. So there's no reason that can't be this Bosnia and Herzegovina team.
Without a doubt, they've got to continue to develop the core, continue to build on these experiences together. And when you go through these experiences, it allows you to dig to a deeper level, get to a deeper place together on these high competitive stages. So for Bosnia and Herzegovina, tremendously encouraging EuroBasket tournament here in Cologne. Disappointing finish, but they've got a lot to be proud of.
And for Lithuania, you see the likes of Butkevičius, Kuzminskas on this occasion. I'm still not 100% convinced they know how they want to play. And it does feel like they're missing something, but with Jonas Valanciunas signing autographs, because he is the star of Lithuanian basketball, the biggest probably, they're going to have a chance to beat anybody.
They play so intelligently. They have great pride. They have two guys they can establish the post with, so the front line is really important. They've got the three-point shooting. To me, Jeff, what they're missing is a connector, a point guard that's really going to distribute and make the game easy for people.
So France taking on Slovenia, and then Hungary against Germany. After this game, 87-70, Lithuania have beaten Bosnia and Herzegovina. So it puts, for now, you see Lithuania go top. Obviously, that's not going to remain because the other teams have 3 wins and they're playing games, so you get participation points. But they are in the top 4, Lithuania. They are advancing. They will be in Berlin. Thanks in large part to Jonas Valanciunas. Lithuania are marching on.
Nurkiću, ja bih vas zamolio prvo možda komentar ove današnje utakmice.
Pa nadate se da, čestitam